Hello and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine and today we're going to talk about using challenge prompts, scrapbook sketches, and finishing those classes. And we're going to be scrapbooking about little boys using this collection, this older collection from Adorn It. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so this layout I'm about to work on with you guys is inspired by the International Scrapbooking Day virtual crop at the SG Scrap Squad, and their challenges were all about shapes. This one is about circles. I've done a lot of them, but there's this one that hasn't been finished yet, and it says, shape it up, turn circles into themed elements. So I got to thinking about this, and I had these pictures of my grandson visiting his papa's shop and riding his little bike around the shop. And so I thought, well, maybe it would be a good idea to scrapbook these using, instead of circles, using some gears, right? Okay, so that's where my first ideas came in. And then I thought maybe I would be inspired by this scrapbook paper that I had in my collection, and it was called Coordinations Core Amour, Teresa Collins On the Edge Gears. So I thought maybe this would be a good place to start, but it didn't inspire me quite enough. So I pulled out this other collection and was kind of looking at it and wondering where to go next. And I remembered that I had in my very long list of unfinished classes that I think I've shown you guys before, I remembered that I had not quite completed this class here, 2-page layouts for 6x6 paper pads by Allison Davis for SG. So she ran this class twice. So in fairness, I have finished this class once, followed along with it a second time because it was really wonderful and I got so much done. And I finished 19 of the 20 layouts. So today I'm going to work on layout 20 from this class, sketches for 6x6 paper pads. 20 2-page sketches and 20 weeks of 6x6 paper pad fun. And it really was fun. What a great class. Now, in Allison's classes, she not only gives you the 20 sketches, but she gives you a ton of ways to change up each sketch on these little, I'll just give you a little sneak, on these little sheets that kind of give you different variations of each sketch. So I'm going to use one of the variations because these were for 2-page, these were all 2-page sketches, and I'm going to make a 1-page layout today. So we are going to start with some gears. Now, before I came on camera, I started with cutting out a bunch of different sizes and shapes of gears from using my Cricut, and I'd love to tell you where they all came from, but I have no idea. They're SVG files that I had downloaded at some point and did not record where I downloaded them from, so I apologize for that. I also added these tiny gear brads. They are from the Eyelet Outlet. So I will link Eyelet Outlet down below, as well as the Adorn It collection that I'll be using today. I have no idea what the date on that is, but when I checked their website, they still had it on there. So I'll link that down below. And then I had also these wood gears from Kaiser Craft, and we'll see if I can get those added on as well. So the way that the sketch went was there was 3 really large clusters of circles on the layout, and it was spanning across 2 pages. So I'm just kind of shrinking what was on those 2 pages into this one layout, this 1-page layout, sorry. And I am going to just plot my pictures down in the center. I printed all of these at 4x6 and then just cut these 2 down because they were just a lot of extra, and left this one full so that we could see that he's at Papa's shop riding his bike. And He was so funny on this bike. He really loved it, but of course he was only a year old. He was too little to pedal and stuff. And you just strap him on and he would sit on it and you would push him around because it has the handlebar at the back for the adults to push him. And he would just cruise. Really thought he was driving. He just loved it. And so Papa's shop is pretty big, so he took his bike, rode it around, had so much fun being the man. So there we go. I'm just gonna put some fun foam on there and adhere it down just to give my pictures a little bit of pop. And I should probably cut the extra of those gears off as well because I have some kind of hanging off the edges there. Just gonna tuck that down a bit. Let's see. There. And I will do that before I move on. Where did I put my scissors? Don't you hate when you put your scissors down and then suddenly it's like, how do you not find scissors on a scrapbooker's desk, right? So there go the gears. The back of this paper is super cute too, but I think I have 3 or 4 sheets of this one sheet of paper because I don't know, I like garage sale kind of shopping and clearance bin shopping. So I think I've probably just picked this one up a few times. And then I got a bunch of the stickers and stuff from a friend. And so I was re-inspired by it after seeing what she had and I brought into my inventory from her craft room. Okay, so there we have it. The beginnings of a scrapbook page using changing my circled elements into themed elements. I think gears are very boyish, bicycle-ish, and definitely represent a good fun trip to Papa's shop. Now what else do I have? I have a title, Work Zone, Papa's Work, of course. It is a work zone, but it's a family-run business, so having Quentin there is, you know, just part of the deal. I love him. His grandpa and his great-grandpa and great-grandma, and I think his Nana and his great-aunt all work for the family-run business, and then of course they have other employees as well. But he loves it there. When we drive past it, he's like, Papa's shop, Papa's shop. He always wants to drive over there. Okay, so we got a title. What else do we need to finish a layout? We need some journaling. So I pre-printed my journaling on the computer. This is my preferred way of journaling, although it is important to get your handwriting on there, and I do that sometimes too. And it just says, Quentin brought his bike along when he went to visit Papa at the shop. And these photos are from April of 2019. So he would have been not even a whole year old yet. I don't know where I want that yet. Now I also have, these were clear stickers, and so I backed them on some white cardstock because I find that clear stickers tend to disappear into a layout if you just stick them on, or that's just my humble opinion anyways. I'm gonna put this one up here. And I'm gonna put this yellow one down here to highlight my title. There. Maybe my date can go on there. Okay. have these wood gears. I think these are from Kaiser Craft. I'll see if I can find them online and link them below as well. And I'm not sure about these little ones. These ones came in a bundle of wood veneer that I bought from a girl on Facebook Marketplace. Like I said, I'm a pretty thrifty shopper. I like to buy my stuff secondhand if I can. Let other people spend the big bucks. Not that I don't spend plenty. Fill in this little space here with one of those. And I am going to... This is a fine line bottle. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I'm sure everybody's seen that before. And it is, I think I got mine at the Great Canadian Scrapbook Carnival, so I don't remember which vendor it was from. But inside of it, I just put Scotch quick dry adhesive, which is called something else. Creative, I don't know, it's not in front of me. Creative glue or something, and it's available at most craft and hobby stores, so I think I got mine at Michael's. And then I just put a little bit of water in it, just to water it down just a tad. I'm gonna put this here. Okay. I water it down a little so that it feeds through that really tiny nozzle, but I like that it gives me a lot of control over where I'm putting the glue. So it is one of my preferred methods of gluing things down. And I found that since I started using this Scotch quick dry adhesive, I use a whole lot less of the glue dots that I used to use. So a lot of the jobs like wood veneer and whatever that I used to put glue dots on, I just use this white glue because it sticks just as well, but it's a little bit more forgiving if you put something down and then need to pick it back up and move it before it dries. After it dries, not as forgiving, but before it dries, definitely. See, like I'm not loving that spot, so I will just wipe the glue off, try a different spot. Okay. Now I also pulled some arrow brads because I feel like there's black here and black here, but there's not a whole lot of black in the other stuff. So I'm just going to put some arrow brads, maybe one under the title. And I got these at a garage sale too. They didn't have a manufacturer packaging on them either, but they're super cute. Put one up here. Now at this point is when I would normally add my page sprinkles. So I would normally pull out my page sprinkle box. However, because this little boy layout has so much of a like hardware kind of theme, I thought it might be better to use brads, which I still have a massive collection of, and I keep them because they make me happy, and I do still like using them on pages. I'm not opposed to putting holes in my pages and tucking things through. So I just need to decide. I got two kinds of brads. I have these little ones. I don't know if you can see them. They have like little stripes on them, black and white stripes, which also contributes to my desire to put the sprinkle black a little bit more around the page, but not too much. And then I have these that are just like kind of a pewter, that kind of go with these gears that I have here. So I'll just sprinkle those around. and we can talk about the paper pads, or no, what were they, sketches for 6x6 paper pads. So although the class is not available anymore because it was run live through Facebook, the what do you call, sketches themselves are still available on the Scrapbook Generations website, and their website offers a lot of free sketches too, so even if you're not interested in buying a sketchbook, please go check them out. They have so much to offer. Very inspirational. I will also link their Facebook group below, since that's kind of where I started with this. The challenge was to change the circle shapes into something that is themed, a themed circle element, and I feel like this matches with that. Definitely gears are a theme, and if you are interested in scrapping about boys, definitely click that subscribe button, because I do a lot of scrapbooking about boys. I have one brother, one stepbrother, 3 sons, 1 grandson, and I now have a little baby girl granddaughter that I get to scrapbook girls, and I'm super excited about that too. But definitely have more content to cover where the boys are concerned. Now, I'm not really putting these in with any rhyme or reason. I'm just kind of sprinkling them literally around the page, trying to make sure there's one of each, and each kind of like one large gear is a grouping, right? So here's a large gear, and so I wanted to have one of these and one of the striped ones in there. Here's a large one, one of these, one of the stripe. Here's a large one, here's one of these, and one of the stripes. So just trying to sprinkle them around. I don't get too hung up on whether they're even or whatever. So I think that's it for my layout. If you're interested in any of the things that we talked about in this video, please hit that show more button under the video description below to find the links to the things that we talked about. And if you have any questions or comments, I would absolutely love to hear from you. It would be much appreciated if you'd click that thumbs up button down below and give me a like. And if you would like to see more videos here at Paper Route Scrapbooking, click that subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell to be notified whenever a new video goes up. There's the completed layout. There will be still shots and close-up shots to follow. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Bye-bye.